next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Browns. And
let's fucking go.
Inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
Empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
There's nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
You come back up. It is still choppy as hell.
York ready, and here we go.
Everything. I don't know what's going on.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and take it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try to go free and natural.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the first time thus far.
Come on. You up here, let's see the game. Let's go.
And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A give running right is Chubb. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes an apology on that one, huh?
Sure, I got going, Nick.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Watson. Throw complete to Bell. And all the way.
Quit this motherfucker, nigga. You finna concede this bitch.
Deshaun Watson.
He don't want no more.
Touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you want to get back into the game. These are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. You got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. To throw on 2nd and 10, Prescott.
Jimmy can punch him in the foul.
Sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Open man Lamb. It's complete. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. 126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Marr now to add the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13. following the touchdown. Here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Watson. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, the defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium with this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here to Ford. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Amari Cooper with his second touchdown.
Tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And he will be brought down right down the fourth quarter. This one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball. And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
Throw that bitch just like a rewind. I can't hit you from the front, just from the behind. When I pop out, I be dripping head to toe. If you ain't tryna fuck them bitch, then beat the dough. You say you on your period, can I feel your throat? Can I fuck you and your friend, or yes or no? Yeah. Big, tall or small, baby girl, I fuck them all. I told you once before, I'm a dirty dick dog. When you pull up to my house, bitch, you better not wear no drawers. When you suck up on the dick, don't forget to hit the ball. Gotta pop a perk before I dive in that pussy. I been fucking for a minute, you ain't fucking on no rookie. Gotta pop a perk before I dive in that pussy. I been fucking for a minute, you ain't fucking on no rookie. I fuck hoe, out the 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 hoe. I fuck hoe, out the 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 hoe. I fuck you 3 times. Throw that back just like a rewind. I can't hit you from the front, just from the behind. When I pop out, I be dripping head to toe. If you ain't tryna fuck them bitch, then beat the dough. You say you on your period, can I feel your throat? Can I fuck you and your friend, or yes or no? Big, tall or small, baby girl, I fuck 'em all. I told you once before, I'm a dirty dick dog. When you pull up to my house, bitch, you better not wear no draw. When you suck up on the dick, don't forget to hit the ball. Gotta pop a perk before I dive in that pussy. I been fucking for When Draco was under.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cleveland Browns. Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. Right to the air is Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now Carr. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Caught out right by Renfro. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They go with Jacobs. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. On play action, it's Carr. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller with a touchdown grab from Derek Carr. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown, then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down. And
all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you note,
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here. A long way to go. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now Chubb running right. He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And some room to roam now. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, kill. Hey, check.
And Chubb will try the middle here. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Browns are back within a couple of the lead. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. A couple couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a play fake. Carr. And this one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone. sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
11 mighty.
Again, it's Mixon. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Burrow looking to pass. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. When you talk about Jamar Chase, one of the things that really stands out, his ability to take ordinary plays and then turn those into big ones. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
11 MT. Close. Stop.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, an 11-yard touchdown.
Fucking hell, I'm sitting right there.
Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he'll be brought down just shy of 40. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They run it again with Chubb. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to go their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Burrow on first down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play on this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Man, that first drive, that's 2 touchdowns. He still got me pissed the fuck off, man.
On one, ready?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Burrow. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. An incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
I remember when I was a kid, all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
How much was it, a dime?
Faster than
15 cents.
Nice work on the return.
What it do, Mr. T? Little T. That bitch straight 9.
Yards back. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now.
Flip it.
Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A give right side now to Hunt. And a good-looking move there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. Getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain, but not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. honed in on it and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They'll come to the line here and needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
At least the first.
Throwing on 3rd down.
Touchdown. 6 at least the first. Fuck! Alright! Every game must go 13. Every game. You know what?
On the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20, about the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. But sometimes higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Burrow will throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
Feels like they're caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
I'm not getting off the ground.
Field goal range now at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 11. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
On 1, ready?
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal 1st down. Back to throw again. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
2nd down and goal. Burrow. And it will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
On 1, ready?
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Sione Takitaki. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Stupid
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
My dumbass almost called one for him, too.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gault. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
No gain on the play there, second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Is caught out left by Bell. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Number 10.
To throw is Watson.
No! Come on, man. Damn, he was fucking. Oh, my God.
37-yard line.
Good D, I guess.
Way to start the third quarter. You get the football.
I know what I want.
Down, put it in the end zone and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds.
We might go back
There's
in.
one way to go in this game. You know, they just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Back to Mixon on
This
second
shit
down.
there is not going
On the
to work,
interior
bro.
and defensive line. He'll get
He's
back
still
on the line
coming.
of scrimmage. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now it's Burrow. And he's got Hurst. He's targeted. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
No, take that little. Good D.
Football in. It's knocked away.
I like the confidence of having played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. That's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On second down, here's Mixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12.
There we go. Y'all know we want it. Y'all know we want it back. I just said y'all know what we want. I told you y'all know what we want.
This has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now a 3rd down throw, and it misses the target, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 4th down, Watson. That's complete. It's Bell. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Just been going.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. York able to send this one through, and now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50.
There's no doubt, Paul, that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
No, he didn't. Real quick, hold on.
sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cleveland Browns. Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
21.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Third down is a key down in any game you play. Third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They begin this drive with Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that. And nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for a quarterback who just throw it. It's not enough to throw a pick. Throw one to the big guy. But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take over at the 46-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They funnel it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. A give running right is Chubb. Powers through him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Chubb will get the call, running left. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That one good for 33 in the first. Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now Chubb running right. Finding space at the 40. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 60 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking for cover, and it's intercepted. Picked picked up by Tre'Davious White. And the possession is theirs at their own 33-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Off behind the line on a nice play by Deion Jones.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
21. Here we go.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go. 21.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Buying time to his left. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
13. 2.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. On the move to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That zero on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's able to get out to the 32, run down there. 75 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They run it again with Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Second down at 7. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. This is not going to be enough. He's taken 2 yards and only got halfway there. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And
you got to block that shoe down, bro.
going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, alert!
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this 1st half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
11. 12.
On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo. This one comes.
Oh.
27 yards. And the Niners are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick 6 ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had an open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away and finds his way into the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. And the 49ers are going to take possession here after a 47-yard line. Well, Charles, they were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half.
Here we go.
Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
You know I get busy on the sticks. What he calls to him, my friend? I'm gonna get a pick, man. He's been fucking around with all this crib.
Here we go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Throw complete to Bell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It goes as a pickup of 23. And it'll give the Browns a first down. And Chubb try the middle here. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. Boom, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Watson now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On 2nd and 15 now. Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, 30 yards. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. The York on now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. To throw is Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. A give. This is Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 111 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Watson off play action. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. And again, it's Chubb. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A run for Nick Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Appreciate the light, Lonzo.
Here's Watson. That's caught. And he is not going to reach the goal line. A courageous call to try for 2, but they will remain down by a point.
I know there's some time on the clock,
Appreciate
but
the
I
share.
still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
12, here we go. Hey, alert! 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 White, white, white!
To throw is Garoppolo. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here we go with McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little... Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a 1-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
A little decision to be made. Now goal for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Niners 28, Browns 20. Robbie Gould kicking off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands,